Hello there, it's Jamie Asher. Um, I was doing some affirmations. I thought I might share them with you. They make me feel good and keep me focused. I think affirmations are great when you love yourself. You know, the more you can love yourself is the more you can love others. And that's a reality. Anyway, I'll try not to be too serious. When I'm thinking, I know I screw my face up and stuff. I'm trying a little different format here. And oops, excuse me just a second. Look a little more attractive. I'll just show you what I've got on today. I've been at Jackson Pride, and they got a bunch of these left over from last year. It's 2019 now, August 4th. This is New Vision Recovery Center here. They do lots of different programs to help people with recovery. If you're interested, I suggest watch Daniel Scranton when he channels the Arcturians. I don't know which video it is, I'm sorry. But they talk about recovery. It's this past week. Really good. Anyway, I'm doing a little different format here. And I decided to pull one of my books out. I am a student of the Dalai Lama. I took 3 days of teachings from him on this book, The Jewel Ornament of Liberation, the wish-fulfilling gem of the Noble Teachings by Gunpopa. Now, this book is basically a manual to enlightenment. I suggest the simplified version, which is Shantideva's The Bodhisattva Way of Life. I incorporated a lot of that into my life. Of course, ultimate Dharma, which is ultimate reality and knowledge of that and the truth, as best as I can describe it in three-dimensional terms, is ever-expanding infinite truth, infinite reality, infinite manifestation. The Dharma is everything. It's the way, the teaching, the truth. All of those terms are applied to it. I assume my guide has given me some of this. For me to pull all this out of my memory is pretty much impossible, so I rely on my guides to pop in and keep me going. Anyway, the affirmations. My favorite affirmation right now is I am peace. Another one I like, I'll just say them. I am light. I am love. I am wisdom. And my angels made me be sure and bring this out so I could say, I am woman. And someone disputed that with me today. But the reality is we are all men, women, and everything in between as light beings. Since we don't belong to the body belongs to us and our higher selves, which we call God, or our inner child. Anyway, I just want to say how happy I am to be here with you. Even though you're not here, I'm mostly in the fifth dimension, and I know people are going to see this video. And I want to tell you that I love you. I'll show you the other things I wear. This is my mother's graduation ring, class of 1954, Oak Ridge High. Now you can see, hopefully, that it's got the atom on one side. It's a ruby with the oak crest for Oak Ridge, which is a beautiful place in Tennessee. And this is the Wildcat. Now, if you're not familiar with Oak Ridge, my grandfather worked on one of the cyclotrons to process the uranium for the Oak Ridge facility, which at the time was the largest construction ever undertaken by man. Now, I'm not sure. I think that would be disputed with the plateau at Giza and maybe some other ancient places too. But it has been stated that that is the largest construction project ever done by man. Now, it was to create the atomic bomb, which the first one was Little Boy and the second one was, oh, well, they made a test bomb first. I forget the name of it. But the one they dropped on Hiroshima was Fat Boy. No. Now I got it wrong. Fat Boy was the plutonium, the big round bomb, and then the atom bomb was not really that big. A couple of my bicycles linked, and the damage that did and stuff. I think my grandfather must be, yeah, he's here with me. Yeah. I think it ate into him. Not that he made the atomic bomb, but just the whole thing of his life. He worked 25 years for Union Carbide, or longer than that. He got retirement and all that, and I still have coins over there from him, a mercury dime, an Indian head penny. Those have deep significance for me. The proof set he gave me on my birthday set was stolen from me by someone who I asked to help me move, who knew that I had just had everything stolen, and he actually came to my house and it was missing after he left, and I remember he went over by there, he stuck it in his coat pocket. Those are some of the things I've had to learn to release. We do this as a collective from Mother Gaia. We're releasing these energies. We're not going to hold on to these resentments anymore. I kind of pity those people who are trying to, because they're the ones that basically I end up standing up to on a day-to-day basis. I have to go easy with that. I can get a little out there. I've got a lot of energy. Whole lot of energy. I exercise a lot, and anyway, I'm just looking at this beautiful book here, and I've had this for more than almost 2 decades, and you can see how I keep my books, how much I love them. Now my Bible and the Bodhisattva Way of Life, which is just, I wouldn't say a condensed version of this, because that's not at all what it is, but it's much smaller and simplified compared to this, which goes into a lot of rituals. What I am hearing from my guide is that, as what we used to have to go off into the woods for 3 years to accomplish, now see, I accomplished it in 7 years living in my house. Wow. But really it was over the last year, or even just a few months, that I would consider myself in retreat, where I was fasting. The angels surrounded me. I couldn't make any money. None of my friends even came over. It was just so weird at first. I'm like, what the hell? And I'm a cannabis, I've got 40 years growing cannabis, 43 years doing extract. I'm an expert. I produce. I grew in Jamaica for 30 years, or lived in Jamaica for 30 years, and started growing there in 78. But what we say in Jamaica, or when I was there, we never say, ask for the best, or never say there's the best, because there's always better than the best. Now I know there's better stuff in town here compared to mine, but I was given away at least $500, something like $500 a month to my patients. And then the rest was sold, basically to cover bills. Anyway, I'm not sure why I'm getting into all this. Let me just check this camera right quick. We're still going here. Yep. Well, I'll probably run the storage out on this. I was channeling in there. I think I got off track. Let me just breathe a little bit. Oh yeah, what we used to have to go into the mountains for 3 years on retreat to do, now we can do, well, it's just like the channeling. It used to be somebody had to sit down and do all kinds of stuff to channel. Sorry, camera's not that good. And so, I had all these blocks, and we have these blocks for different reasons. Oh my gosh, look who's here, my friends. Now see, I'm so connected with wildlife, it just seems like I'm always around. I know they're looking for frogs out there, jumping from pond to pond. Oh, I can just feel the love emanating from those birds. See, that's the truth. And what my guide wanted me to say is God didn't create anything that will harm us. There's only, okay, this is Jesus, there's only actions and reactions. Thank you, Jesus. He said, be at peace. That's the real heart activation there, is Christ. Oh, well. I'm getting some physical pain. Oh, yeah. Anyway, my affirmations. I am peace. I am a walking prayer. That's beautiful, because it's true. I am a walking prayer. I need to stay in alignment in the present and the now. Anyway, I did burn a little herb before I started to make this, just so I wouldn't take up so much of the camera time. Anyway, yeah, it looks like I'm going to get an apartment, and hopefully, not hopefully, I'm on mission, and it's really, I feel the energies, I mean, that's the thing, that was channeling. So what I realized, I can sit here and talk to any of these energies at any given time. Now I had thought a couple of times, oh, it's because the veil's thin now or whatever. No, but once I connect, I don't believe anyone can take that away from me. It's about being in alignment. Activating these chakras, getting them open, clearing those blockages from past lives, past nonsense, what all we've been through. Some of us have been in Atlantis, some of us have been in Lemuria. Atlantis was I heard there's 3 Atlantis, but Imagine being in a place that's rocked. I mean, you know the stories. Atlantis fell, man, fell. I'm hearing we don't have to experience these cataclysms here. No. There's going to be some. That's Mother Gaia waking up, shaking off the old. It's a release of energies. Mother Gaia, I love you. Oh, see now when I've channeled Mother Gaia before, I was crying and she seems calmer now, at peace. I will say this, that when I first realized that I was a transformer drawing down the God force, light, I call it the light, down the threefold flame, I was doing it through vibration. And what I do, I raise my hands, both hands to the sky, and chant Om Ahum, just like I do at the end of every video. That's a natural sound healing, which, if you chant that, you will naturally produce the sound that will heal you. That's what I'm understanding. So, yeah. You live in the now, you live in alignment. It's been a long day, my lovelies. May the angels bless and protect over you, and the light shine in your life and illuminate the darkness. I'm going to go ahead and end the video before my storage runs out. I was going to get into some of the jewel ornament there, but I'm just feeling wore out. Maybe I'll make another video here a little later. I'm feeling a little physical pain. I don't like holding the camera. I've told y'all I tense up sometimes when I'm on camera. I get a little stressed. I'll figure it out. I love you. Namaste.